You are listening to Heroes of New Halcyon, a City of Mist game, Arc 1, Episode 7, Someone Beside Me in the Dark. Hello there, and welcome to this recording session for Heroes of New Halcyon, a City of Mist game. My name is Caleb Wade, I am your MC this evening, and with me are four wonderfully frustrating individuals. Allow me to let them introduce themselves. Let's start with Alana.
Hi, I'm Alana, she, they pronouns, and I'll be playing Kate tonight, she, her pronouns.
Ash.
I'm Ash, he, him. I'm going to be playing Fern, also he, him pronouns.
Angela.
Hello there, my wonderful darlings. I'm Angela. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Minerva Oriana, sometimes known as Minnie.
And last but certainly not least, Theta.
Hi, I'm Theta. I'm going to be playing Kanchana Prapaikul, who uses she, they pronouns.
So, last time on Heroes of New Halcyon, we had a bit of a power display after a very, very tense after-funeral situation. Some words were exchanged. Someone may or may not have flubbed up the knowledge they have with telepathy. And I won't say an enemy was made, but there's some hard feelings from a certain character's friend from college. After that power display, you all decided to meet up the next day around noon at Cohen's Cafe in Umber Plaza, the only district in the city that has not changed. It is still colorful, it is still bright, it is balking against that clean-cut aesthetic of the rest of the city. And before this lunch happens, let's dial it back a bit. Because, someone needs to move out of an apartment real quick. And so, after Conchana was dropped off at their dad's house, Minerva, you take Kate to a lovely little apartment, very close to Cohen's, actually. Kate, you are still reeling from that voice in your head. I will say the car stops. The two of you get out. The floor is yours.
Kate, what's on your mind?
Oh. There's a lot of reasons I didn't want to come back here. Althea had me doing extra training. But I don't know if she ever told you it was with someone. And that person reached out. And I don't know. Minnie, I don't know how to take it. But, I mean, like, we can talk about it later.
Right. It's definitely something we should talk about more, because you have the same reaction some of my kids do right now at the shelter.
Well, I don't like that, but yeah, I mean, Minnie, I promise we'll talk more, but it just I don't want to say anything right now. I don't want to think anything right now. I don't know if it's okay to do that. Does that make sense?
Enough.
I promise I'll tell you more. I don't know. I don't know. The He knows I'm back in town, and he knows about the funeral, and I know that he is getting ready to play his little games again. So I promise, I need to figure out my boundaries again. Like, this whole thing with Fern has totally messed with me, and I don't know where I am right now. I don't know.
Get the impression you've probably also messed with him a little bit too. I know it was agreed upon. It's okay. I'm not judging from that. But it was a lot to see that too.
I'm sorry.
No. Kate. Minerva was definitely taller than Kate. My favorite thing is that I'm playing tall characters. It's my favorite thing. Like, brings you in for like a hug, and it's like pulling you close, but like hands on both sides, and says, "Hey, look at me, okay? I'm not gonna hate you just because you've made mistakes or anything like that, okay?
Okay.
All I'm asking is that you be mindful of how other folks are going to react to these things, and not everybody's gonna forgive you. Okay?
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll do better, I promise.
It's not about doing better. It's just figuring out. It's about listening. If you keep trying to read everybody's mind and just guess at what's good and what they want, it's never gonna work. It just doesn't. Trust me, it doesn't work. That's not how any of that works.
Okay. I will listen. I need to work on not letting other people listen when I don't want them to listen.
This is definitely that area where trying to talk about this gets a little confusing. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, why don't we get your stuff out? Like, who are you?
Yes.
Who are you staying with, by the way? Who was nice enough to let you have a spot?
Oh, well, you know her, Allison, right?
Like has like visible like the eye blink that's almost like cartoony of like levels of like you can see the eye blink from like 3 miles away. Like I'm sorry. I thought I heard you say Allison.
Yeah, Allison from Cohen's and Celeste. They used to date, but they're like so cool. But rent, right?
Okay, I'll
So-
see you tomorrow. I'm gonna
No,
head out this
wait.
She's like having the like no. I need an adult. Oh God, I am the adult. Fuck, like expression on her face right now. She's like, God damn it, I have to be the adult about my own stuff.
I mean,
And I'm also gay, so I have to be the gay adult about all of this stuff. This is even worse.
So Kate takes has to reach up quite far to reach Kate or Minnie's shoulders, and is like, "Hey, I can just go get my stuff. It shouldn't take too long."
No.
Do you want to?
No. I said I'd help you. I'm gonna do this. I'd rather you have someone who knows you here in your corner supporting you. It's always good in stressful situations to have someone nearby you who understands you and is willing to support you 100%. It sounds like she's reading this directly from like a self-help or a manual she's read somewhere.
Both of you hear a window open because this is like 10 o'clock at night, right? Middle of the night. And you just go, oh, then you just hear, hey, Minerva. Hi, Kate. And it is Allison, hair in like a sort of like loose ponytail, like clearly in like pajamas. Like,
Were we being too loud?
I mean, we could hear you. Kinda.
we're just gonna come up, and Kate loops her arm through Minnie's, kind of squares her shoulders, comes in.
Yeah, the door will be unlocked. Coming in, and Allison just sort of shuts the window.
We can do this, Minnie. We both do this. We can handle this.
Do we have? We do have to. Yes, this is helpful. This is fine. 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 Yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
I'm still just as messy as when I lived at the Hollow. So if you just, we can put our heads down and just pick up the stuff and shove it into bags, and it'll be fine. We're good. We don't have to be super social.
It's just sounds. There's not even words coming out. It's just like some incoherent mess of sound happening.
And who says RPGs can't be realistic? So you two make it up the stairs, arm in arm, supporting each other. And the door is unlocked. And it's actually ajar a little bit.
So, still with her arm around in Minnie's arm, Kate pushes open the door and kind of sidesteps in so she can keep a hold of Minnie.
Minerva, you see a black woman with like very big curls, sort of like pulled back into like a makeshift bun with two violently purple streaks framing her face. Oh, hey, you must be Minerva.
Oh, hello. My apologies. I'm a little bad with names sometimes. It's not true at all. She's really good with names.
Oh, don't worry about it. And she stands up. She's wearing like this sort of like black silk pajama set with like sort of like with some purple accents, and she just holds a hand out. Celeste Anders.
Pleasure. Minerva Oriana. I'm a friend of Allison's and also...
Oh yeah, friend.
She's also my big sister. Oh.
Yes, I am the taller one of this one.
Gotcha. Yeah, I knew I recognized you from somewhere. You were kind of on the news recently.
Oh, I hope I was on it for a good reason. I lose track of those sorts of things.
And Allison sort of like interjects. She's wearing like this sort of like this sort of like white tank top with like this like pastel blue pajama pants with like sushi on it. And she is also wearing like this like necklace with what looks to be like one of those sort of like hobby horses, like the ones like you could like there's like a stick with like a horse head on it, like that you could like ride around as like a kid pretending like you're on a horse.
Oh, okay.
Like one of those,
Gotcha.
like a hobby horse. Yeah. She was wearing a necklace with a hobby horse as a pendant. Well, I think that the pictures of your wings were rather beautiful.
Oh yeah, that was kind of really public, wasn't it?
Hey, I am all for a public display of badassery.
She is instantly blushing because that was not how she thought that phrase was going to end. And she is immediately like, well, she's still blushing for the badassery part. She's like,
yeah, Allison.
What are words?
Yeah, Allison wouldn't shut up about it. Okay, Celeste, isn't it time for your bedtime? I'm a night owl, Allison. We both know this. It's like you're trying to get rid of me for this conversation. Is it? That's... You're so charming, roommate. Like she's...
Minnie offered me a bed, and so I just want to get out of your guys' hair. So Celeste, would you mind helping me just quickly pack up some things?
Why, yes, now former roommate. I will definitely help you pack your things. and Allison can show Minerva around the apartment.
Yes.
And Celeste just takes your arm into hers with just like this knowing chuckle as you two go and pack up your stuff.
I give Minnie's arm a little quick squeeze and then go off with Celeste.
As you like head out, like as you're about to like let go, you feel a very distinct increase in temperature happening of like almost near fire level. Like if your hand was right next to an open flame, it's just like.
And as you two go to pack, Allison turns to you, Minerva. How are you feeling? Even if it was a public display, that couldn't have been easy.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm really not fine.
Do you wanna sit down?
Yes, that would be lovely.
You two sit down on the couch, and Allison just sort of like gives you your space, but is still supportive of you. And she goes, I can't imagine what it must be like right now. So I won't try to tell you if it gets better or anything, because that'd be disingenuous. What I will say is that, well, awkward bits in front of your other sister aside, or sibling, Kanchana?
Sibling works.
I'm here for you. In whatever capacity you need. And some days you just need a cup of coffee. Well, I've been told I make great ones.
You do. You're half the reason I still go there.
Yeah, Cohen's not great about the whole people-pleasing thing. But we make do.
Thank you for giving Kate a spot. I can definitely like tide her over for a bit till she gets settled wherever she needs to. It's
Of course, she's great.
She is. She's a lot better than I think she thinks she is.
I know a few people like that.
How long were you talking about me exactly for?
Well, it depends on who you ask. Me, trying to save any potential awkwardness, would go, oh, well, I thought about Minerva through the workday, and then I didn't ever expect to see her afterwards, but my roommate, who is a telepath, would say, nah, she's been thinking about Minerva all day. And yesterday, too. So, yeah. Depends on who you ask.
It might just be me as a player reading into that, but she seemed serious when she said the telepath part.
Yeah.
So you got to deal with that too.
I can understand where that might be a difficulty. When you're dating someone who can read your mind, or were dating someone who could read your mind, there is something that can form a bond. And sometimes that information can be used when you aren't expecting it. from what I can understand from how Celeste puts it, it's like every radio station in the world is on every single day. And Celeste has learned through multiple years to find a station that works for her. And she can control the volume however she wishes, and if she doesn't want to listen to rock, she won't listen to rock. But it wasn't that big a thing between Celeste and I. In fact, we just, over the course of everything, we just found out that we work better as friends and as roommates. We've got each other's backs. Especially as everything gets all glitz and glammed in Diamond Hill. We used to live over there, but with everything changing, that means... Well, Celeste used to live over there. I've always been here.
Is it too weird or too cheesy to say I don't know why she would ever want to stop thinking about you?
Well, considering that you're in my apartment at 10 o'clock at night, I guess cheese is on the menu.
I thank you for leaning into that and making it exceedingly far less dorky than I thought it would when I said it out loud.
Dorky happens.
Yeah, well, a lot of things happen. I think I think Minerva's actually, throughout all this, as they've been sitting down, she's moved, I don't think she's realized it, but I think she's moved closer to Allison throughout all of this, just sitting next to her.
Actually, if you would like to do this, because I'm completely down with doing this. There's something that I need to tell you.
Right. I'm being a little fast and reckless with this, aren't I?
It's okay. I'm 100% down for the pace. I just, well, it's better if I show you. And Allison stands up and steps back a bit and pulls a pendant from her necklace. And as she does, she sort of like tosses it up, and this giant, seemingly hobby horse-sized mallet, where the pendant was a simple silver, the weapon itself is this sleek obsidian black with red and gold accents. This has a lot of history with it. And being with me means potentially unpacking that history. And I have been working really hard trying to be okay with everything about it. So, and she focuses for a moment before it turns it back into a simple pendant, and she attaches it back to her necklace. There's other things, but there's a reason people mispronounce my name. I guess. It's Lydelman. But everyone just sees little. And Allison sits back down.
I am really glad I'm helping Kate here with this situation now. I think Minerva just has a moment of like genuinely like starting to laugh, and then like slowly kind of breaks over time into tears. It's like the first bit of like full emotion she's letting herself have.
And as it goes into tears, Allison gently places her hand on your shoulder.
Can we have a do-over of this when I'm a bit more put together?
As many do-overs as you'd like.
So Kate comes back in with Celeste from the bathroom from getting all her stuff and sees Minnie crying on the couch.
Well, before that, we need to have a scene between Kate and Celeste, obviously.
Okay. Ah!
You aren't escaping this, Alana.
I thought we were just going to pick up some stuff.
Two telepaths having a conversation.
Let's rewind back a bit. Celeste picks up the dress that you were going to wear to the funeral.
Ah, yes.
I'm so glad you did not wear this. And she starts to like fold it up and like put it in your suitcase. You find out that Celeste is a master of packing.
I don't know how you fit like all this stuff into my bag. I had to sit on this and have my neighbor zip it for me.
What can I say? I'm talented.
You are. You're very talented. More ways than one. Crap. Celeste.
What?
Do you know any other telepaths in the city?
I felt one.
You felt okay.
It's been a bit, but
I know this is coming
that
out of
kind
nowhere.
of I don't know, like it. Don't worry about it. It was the way they used what we have. It's not like every telepath has a vibe, you know? Yours is kind of like, sorry to say this, babe, like a hammer. Like a sledgehammer.
Fair enough.
Mine is like a gentle push. Because I really don't want to read people's minds. It's not my place. This person is like a snake. Just.
Yeah.
And I'm not 100% sure that he ever turns it off.
No. I don't think so either.
Is this the ex you were mentioning?
Yeah. In more ways than one, yeah.
I can see why you wouldn't want to talk to him. The guy seems like a motherfucking creep.
He's brilliant. And I didn't when you're young and you don't see everything and you just trust and you only want to see the good parts, that's him to me. And Sylvester, Sly, he knows I'm back in town. That's what you felt, I think. And that's...
full transparency, Kate, I also felt you. And can I ask what you want to use telepathy for?
I don't anymore. There was a time in my life where I think in all of our lives we get to the point where we kind of use it to survive until we learn better. And then I didn't learn better.
If the Sylvester was your teacher, it kind of sounded like you learned worse.
Exactly. I know that I could do great things with what I have, but I don't. I know that I shouldn't until I actually know that it's even possible to use this the right way. And I just keep fucking up.
Celeste gently guides you to sort of like sit down on the bed, and she just goes, you know, I don't think there is a right way. I think all that we can do with whatever powers we have, because the world is, it's like, from what people tell me, years ago there weren't many people in the public that could do the things we can do, could move things with our minds, could read people, could fall off a building and just stand up and brush themselves off. People have powers now. And people want, and those in power, they want to use those people with powers for whatever fucked up means they want. But when it comes to people like you and me, all we can do is our best, I think. Set our own forms of conduct. Because I've been in moments where I poked around where I shouldn't have, and it almost broke me. All we can do is protect ourselves. Maybe protect the ones we love, if we can. And not go for any of this fucking harpy bullshit.
What the fuck is up with that anyway?
I don't even know. All I know is that they're asking for people with powers to join up.
I want to know what that is about. And see, that's, I understand what you're saying by making our own code of conduct, but I want to know that somebody isn't using me, using other people with powers, using many. And the only way I can know for sure is by poking where I shouldn't. And I hope you understand that. I know I shouldn't. But like, how do you not give in to that? How do you trust people?
It's not easy. But I think sometimes you just have to. Trust isn't... My mom, for all the shit she messed up with, she always used to say that trust isn't earned, it's a gift. And what someone does with that trust is not on you, it's on them. But if this is the way that you want to operate, I can completely understand that. but I also hope that you understand what damage that can do to somebody.
Trust me, I do. I
Because
really do, and I can't.
there may not be a right way to use telepathy, but I can think of a dozen wrong ways too. And it sounds like this Sylvester guy is pretty big on the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah. To put it mildly. And
Be careful, Kate. Okay?
okay.
If you need anything, you have my number. You know where I am. I'm sure you could potentially shout really loud and I could probably hear it.
No, I have no doubt that you could hear me. Well, to be fair, earlier I was kind of showing off just a little bit, but
Yeah, you
picked
were.
up on that. We'll figure this out. I mean, this is a lot, and I don't even know if Sylvester is trying to force his way back in, but I think he is. And I, that comes back to trust, right? I trust you, I don't trust him.
Trust and boundaries.
I'm not good with boundaries. My therapist knows I'm very bad with boundaries.
Also,
Well, my
taking
former
accountability if we mess up.
I'm really good at messing up, so I'll have a lot of practice coming up, I think.
Well, suitcase is all packed.
Yes. We'll talk more. I just got to figure out what's going on. I've got to do my own little detective work, because this town isn't right. It hasn't felt right since I've gotten back. I mean, but we'll talk.
If you need another pair of eyes, you know where to find me.
I do.
And that is when you walk back into Minerva crying.
Okay.
Minerva has broken into tears.
What happened?
And
we left you
Allison
alone
is
for 5 minutes.
You have everything together?
I have everything together. Do you have everything together, Minnie? Are you okay?
I mean, no, but I mean, do you have everything that you need? And doesn't even wait for Kate to actually give a reply. Like, turns immediately to Celeste. I'm like, thank you for helping Kate with packing and everything. It's much appreciated. And thank you for giving me some space to get a drink, to drink some tea and such with Allison.
Allison, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Cool, we are all okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, damn it. Kate just reaches over and gives Celeste a big hug and is like,
No, okay, hi.
hi, yes, I'm giving you a hug because you're amazing. Allison, get over here. Minnie, you get over here. We need hugs. It's hug time.
Group hug it is.
Group hug.
A big old group
Kate makes
hug.
it very awkward.
There is no actual point to include this in game, but on a meta level, I'll have you know that I've been trying for 5 minutes to figure out a point to include. We're lesbians, Kate. This is what happens.
The lesbians, Harold. So as the group hug breaks up a little bit, and Celeste helps you with your bag, Kate, Allison turns to you, Minerva. Are we still on for that concert?
Yeah, definitely. What day is it again?
It's Friday.
Friday.
Next Friday. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're into like somewhat witchy rock, but the lily-lid cuckoos are really great.
You know what? That sounds perfect.
Yeah, they I can't believe you've never heard of. Well, they're kind of a small band, like they're from Haven Rock and everything, but yeah. Kate, if you are also listening in, because I know you are.
Of course.
Minerva and Kate, you don't necessarily know where Haven Rock is.
I think Kate would just be like, oh, it's like a suburb or something that she hasn't heard of. Maybe like a new club.
I think Minerva would just be like, I don't know where that is. I'll figure it out. We'll talk.
Yeah.
She starts walking over and helps grab Kate's bag or suitcase or anything like that.
Hey, Allison, is Haven Rock a new club? Where did you?
Oh no, Haven Rock's in Washington.
That's a little far.
I mean, that's why bands have tours. And they've played the Cerezi Theater before, so the owner knows them.
See, I heard that you were going to Haven Rock for this concert, and I was like, oh, well, that's... Yeah, no, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna... Thank you for letting me stay.
Yeah, no worries. I'll see you around. Yeah, see you around. Kate, it was lovely meeting you, Minerva.
Thank you. Thank you. And then, she just, right before head out, walks over to Allison, gives a very quick peck on the lips, and is like, we'll talk, and then just heads on.
Yeah, we'll talk.
I think Kate is going to poke her head back in the door and kind of give a look at Celeste and be like, huh? And then
Celeste only has a knowing smirk on her lips as she just waves.
The moment we're out of a decent distance away, getting into the cart, the last thought, the first thought in her mind is just be turning over to Kate and just being like, I expect this from Kanchana. I don't expect this from you.
Hey, I have spent the last week with these girls and they are wonderful. And Minnie, I just want you to be happy. And I'm not going to be here for very long, so I got to work fast.
I didn't have a bra. The one day I didn't wear a bra.
Minnie, it's fine. You look great. You didn't have to worry about it. And you're good. You're gorgeous as you always are.
Do you see these? They need support. They need adequate support. I already was feeling stressed out from everything. Why did you add this to me?
I'm sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing.
And the conversation continues all the way to Minerva's place and into the night. We'll do a little time skippy thing to the next morning. It is the day of the lunch. The strategy lunch. The strategery of it all. Fern, where's your head at right now? It's early morning. Let's say 8 in the morning. As soon as you wake up, Noctua has mentioned a note to you that is left on the table.
He reads it.
Do you put Kate's number in your phone?
Not yet. He keeps the number though. He keeps the number. He's not just gonna straight up toss it away. He keeps the number. He doesn't put it into his phone just yet. Mostly because he needs to clear his head right now, and so he's got the
I kind of just imagine as Fern reaches for the number and sort of looks at it, there's just that little reminder of Rhiannon's voice saying, "Did you know that Kate could read minds?" Just sort of echoey in the back of Fern's mind.
Yeah, and also the little display of powers. that was a bit just so
So do you set up a training course or do you get on out there?
It's still early in the morning. Training. He needs to clear his head. Training course.
Mm-hmm. Noctua immediately sets it to the hardest difficulty.
Good. He needs to focus on. But yeah.
And I will say you do so. You focus, you run that course again and again and again and again, at least until 10:30.
Yep. Definitely.
Until your body feels a bit tired, but not too achy to not do anything else for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I will say your phone has not gotten any messages. I think the last message was from yesterday, where Rhiannon said, "Hey, made it back safe," and that's pretty much it.
Just reading the chats there. God damn it, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um.
You have about an hour and a half, or an hour, if you want to use that last 30 minutes to get ready and head on to Cohen's. What do you want to do?
As he's kind of sitting there, cooling off a bit, drinking some water, toweling off some sweat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's feeling a bit better now. No, he shoots Rhiannon in a text.
Okay.
Just like, hey, how are you feeling? He's terrible at this.
I think this is the first text conversation that Fern has initiated.
That too, yeah, definitely. So it's like,
Hey.
hey, how are you feeling? He doesn't even know what else to write, so he just sends.
It's sent.
Close the phone, set it down, goes takes a shower.
Once you get back from that shower, you see that Rhiannon has texted back. I'm okay. Just got out of my first class. How are you? How are you holding up?
Now, having seen how Rhiannon reacted to Kate, he doesn't really want to worry Rhiannon. He doesn't want to worry Rhiannon right now.
Okay.
So he responds going, I'm doing alright. Thanks for the heads up about Kate. Not entirely sure if I need to worry about her, but I think I'll give her a chance. I'll give her a chance and see how things go. But I'll definitely keep your advice in mind.
That's fair. After all, she is kind of your sister, right?
Yeah.
I can't stop you from giving people chances. That wouldn't be fair of me.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I forgot to drop off your homework and everything since I didn't get to go into the hollow or whatever. Do you want me to swing by? I can after classes.
Yeah, sure. I got a lunch with the others at noon. But like after classes would be after noon. But yeah, sure.
My last class ends around like 3, and
Okay.
I'll probably be around, with traffic and everything, I'll probably be there around like 3:45ish.
Okay, yeah, that works, yeah.
Okay, I will see you there. Or
Yeah.
soon. I think soon it works better. Sorry, I don't know why I'm typing this.
It's fine. I'll see you then.
Okay. And nope, full send. Here we go. It is okay, and there is a little black heart at the end of it. To which Rhiannon goes, "I'm so sorry, my thumb slipped. I don't. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry."
They go on. Oh shoot, my thumb slipped. I don't think Fern has figured out how to do emojis and everything.
You could ask Noctua.
Noctua.
Hello, Fern.
Rhiannon sent a heart picture. How do I do that in return?
With your model smartphone, there should be a little thing like a smiley face next to the spacebar on your text key.
Okay, he presses it.
What kind of heart would you like to send?
What do you mean, what kind of heart?
Do you not wish to reciprocate the heart?
No, I do. I'm asking, what do you mean by what kind of heart?
There are multiple colors of heart.
Blue?
If you type in heart into the search bar, there should be one selectable that is blue. And sure enough, there is a blue heart.
He clicks it.
That blue heart emoji should be, with your model of smartphone, should be placed in your recent emojis. So It is there for easy access. And if you use it enough in your text to this Rhiannon, it should show up as predictive text.
I have so much to learn about these phones. Jeez. Okay.
I can print off an instruction manual. If you'd like. But from my understanding, instruction manuals are stupid.
I mean, I was gonna say, you know what? It'd probably be smart if I have instruction so I could read and know what to do. But instead of continuing the conversation, you just hit send on the heart emoji.
So, Fern, you look back at this text chain, and you see okay with a black heart. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My thumb slipped. I did not mean to send that emoji. It doesn't have to be about hearts if you don't want it to be about hearts. I'm cool with whatever, and then a simple blue heart for Fern. Do you need any more assistance, Fern?
I don't think so at this time. Thank you, Noctua.
No worries. I am here to assist you whenever.
Thanks.
You don't hear back from Rhiannon for a bit. Because, assumedly, they're in classes.
Yeah.
It is around, it's around 11 now. After that shower and everything. So, you have to show up at Cohen's in about an hour.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Since he has nothing better to do, he's just gonna go to the cafe now and just kind of chill. He's got nothing better to do.
Okay.
So what if he shows up like at least 45 minutes early? Meh.
From the Hollow, I'd say it's about a 10-minute walk to the cafe.
Yeah. So what if he's
if you're going slower?
Ooh. Yeah.
Like I'm sure you can find a note app on your phone and practice using emojis. If
You
you'd
know,
like on the walk there.
you know what? Yeah, the one time that he doesn't like parkour the shit out of his commute is just like walking, like practicing emojis. It's like, oh, what is this one? Huh?
Why is there an eggplant?
Huh?
Why is there a
That's
peach?
weird. I guess people like food. Okay, small selection of food. Interesting. Okay. Da da da. Bloop bloop bloop.
As you're walking, and since you're a bit distracted by your phone, you bump into someone. You bump into this man who matches your height. Who's around your age, if a bit older. How can I describe this character? He's wearing like a gray sleeveless hoodie and like gray joggers, hood up. And as you bump into him, the hood doesn't fall, but he accidentally jostles the phone in his pocket, and the wired earbuds sort of like rip out of his ears.
Ooh, I hate when that happens.
And he goes, "Oh, my apologies for bumping into you."
Oh no, sorry. I'm learning emojis, and I was a little distracted.
Well, I hope your emoji journey goes well. And he sort of like, you get a good look at him. He has a dark skin. He's very well toned, like very like his arms aren't insane, but they're very like he works out, obviously.
They got muscle.
Yeah. And he just sort of like a strand of like the sort of very like dark brown hair sort of like frames his face underneath the hood, and he just sort of like waves at you and then he puts his earbuds in and goes back to his run. And on the back of that hoodie, you see Harpy Initiative.
Knew it. I knew it. When you said, the instant you said on the back, I was like, Harpy Initiative. I did swing by there the other like couple days ago, and there was like no way of getting in.
There was no way of getting in. No.
Check it out now. Like, Fern puts his phone away and then runs to catch up with the guy and taps him on the arm.
Oh, and he sort of like pulls his earbuds out. Do you need help with your emojis?
As they're still kind of running along, it's like, oh no, I just saw the back of your hood there, and I swung by the place to just kind of check it out, and it looked impressive. But I was just trying to check it out, see what the vibe was, and it was like,
Gotcha. Well, this may be a bit too forward, but are you in need of a place to stay?
Oh no, I got a place to stay. I was just checking it out because I was like, oh, that's new.
Well, the Harpy training facility has rooms for anyone who wishes to use whatever gifts that they have for civic responsibility.
Okay. Like what all goes on in there?
Well, it is a bit difficult to talk about. It is more making sure that those with powers responsibly use their abilities and are trained to use said abilities.
Okay. I mean, I already got a place that helps that I use to train, but
And for those who do not have abilities, it is free room and board. If they wish, they can start the track of, if they are old enough and they qualify, to potentially become officers of the law. But that is their choice.
Wait. So okay. So you said those without abilities. Are you talking about some of the street rats that would hang around?
Street rats?
You know, the people that everyone else kind of forgot about and pretended weren't there.
If you're talking about those who have been unhoused due to tragedy, they do have a place at the Harpy training facility and academy if they wish.
And they're taken care of well there, right?
You're asking a lot of questions for someone who bumped into me.
I mean, it's just been a while since it's been a while. It's been like a couple months, but uh, no, no, it's like I used to uh, I used to look out for some of the street rats, a lot of the street rats, and then I went away, and now I came back and saw a whole bunch less of them, and was just sort of worried. But now that given that it seems like they have a place that they could stay and be safe and not have to worry too much about if they'll see the next day. That that puts me at ease.
Well, that is very noble of you, but I do not believe that is your responsibility anymore.
Yeah.
If that assuades your concerns.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you.
I am going to go back to my run now.
Oh yeah. Sure. And then Fern just like darts across the street real cool, like, and like,
As he is
parkours the way.
as this man is backing up, and before you can dart off, do you mind if I ask your name?
Uh, Fern.
Fern. Rain.
Rain.
It is lovely to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Handshake.
He shakes your hand. It is like it's a nice strong like handshake. As he puts his earbuds in, puts up his hood, and goes.
All right, and then Fern is like as
It
he,
is
like,
now 11:30.
takes a moment to like, okay, and right this way, and he just boom takes off.
On the next episode of Heroes of New Halcyon, a City of Mist game. Son of Billionaire has new main squeeze and all of those friends in your life away from here. I do not believe that they actually know you.
So you want to protect Detective Costas, right?
It's cold again.
She may not have the words, but she's holding you, and you are not alone. Thank you for listening to Heroes of New Halcyon, a City of Mist game. This episode was recorded in Riverside.fm and edited in Audacity, with music and sound effects from Epidemic Sound. This podcast is produced, edited, and GM'd by Caleb Wade. Our performers are The Real Ash Gamer, Angela Motovejo, Theta Chun, and Alana Wolfgang Duran. Links to where you can find everyone will be in the description below. Thank you for listening, and keep your head on a swivel for the next episode.